Alright, good. Sharks. Ah, sharks. Hey, y'all. How you doing? It's cube time. Today is specifically only cube time. Today's the last day, last main day, until maintenance tomorrow, for the vintage cube, so no Xenoblade today. Rather, we're gonna do a pair of cube drafts. See how those go, have some fun with that. Vintage cube's always a blast, so yeah. Uh, that's today's plan. Hello. Yeah. Vintage cube. Ah, sharks. So yeah, that's today's, 49 trophies. So close to that 5-0. Yeah, hope you're all having a good day. Yeah, see, entry closes in 13 hours, so. So yeah, today's cube day. That's the plan. That's the entirety of the plan. I hope you enjoy the plan. Yeah. I'm just thinking about other draft formats. Anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump on in. Yes, be joining. $4,000 players still. So many trophies. Cube. Alright, what are we looking for? What do we want? What do I feel like today? Give me like Raffello Southgate 1 or something like that. That'd be nice. I don't know. I'm not looking for power in pack 1. I'm looking for direction. I wanna find something that tells me, hey, yo, this is it. Oh yes, Okay, yes, thanks. League ending soon. I can't believe they changed open pack.wave. I don't immediately see anything super has a call. Relic, Desire, Liliana? Is that really what we're looking at? Is that sort of thing? Because, like, nothing in here is hyperpower. Like, this is all, like, fine stuff. I don't value getting too highly. It guys steals from your opponent's grave, which makes it, yeah, it steals from opponent's grave, which makes it just hyper useless. Because you can't count on that. Might just go with the Desire. I don't know. That doesn't seem bad. It's been a while since I've pack one, pick one, gone this. We got Morphos, Dynamo, Mystic Tutor. Let's see if I had the Crater Hoof last pick. Mystical Tutor, Thran Dynamo, Manamorphos. Yorion is just in the newest set card. You might play it main deck. No, like it's the only companion. It's not very good because in order to have a 60 card deck in Cube, whew, Nelly, you had to draft playables literally every pick, right? Like you have to have like 30s plus odd playables, and so yeah, I don't believe that Yorion's real. And then the blink effect doesn't have a lot going on. Morphos here, is the Dynamo just better? Maybe even the Watery Grave or the Badlands. The Badlands is nice. No, I'm thinking for the sub. Well, let's Morphos. Let's see if we get okay. Volcanic Island, some Ritz. What do you think?
Hi, I'm Gnomebitten. Volk is just like a safe pick. If
Yeah.
we already had like a Past in Flames, that gifts would be a little more appealing.
Yeah, I don't like gifts in Cube, and I never have.
I like it specifically with the cards Manamorphose and Past in Flames. So, but without those two cards, I'm not as into it.
Yeah, but that to me that screams I'd put a trap into the cube, right? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's like a card to put in your cube. It has a little extra play in the Unburial Rights decks, but that's not a thing you do in Vintage Cube.
right. Okay, let's
That's
grab that
like a
Volk.
Legacy Cube thing.
Okay, Pyretic.
Yeah, it's just pretty easy Pyretic if you want to keep on the Storm.
I'm feeling it. We haven't done this in a while. We need to find some draws. We need to find... If we can find Past in Flames, we'd feel really nice.
Yeah, preferably Yawgmoth's will.
Yeah, I'll take either. That's the reason we got both.
Yeah. Well, Recurring Nightmares, Avengers into Cars. Those are cards, but not for us.
We saw a couple pass-arounds that already... Like, what I was talking about before you jumped in was like Yorion was in pack 1, and I'm trying to think if anyone in the universe has ever cast Yorion in the Vintage Cube. And
I've seen it, but only in like not a companion, like just a card to include in your deck.
Right, it's just a card, but like there's not a lot of Blink synergy and.
Nah, there's not. This looks like a little tasty Faithless Looting.
Yeah, that seems fine. I kind of like this direction if we're going to have the storm pile.
If we already had either Tindies or Yawgmoth's Will, the Duress would have a little more appeal, but Looting is just like a tasty little card.
Yeah, that's going to get us to our plan quicker than... Yeah, like I said, I want to find some sort of, like, some draw, probably, some draw 7s or 1,000-Year
Time
Storm?
Spiral. Yeah, 1,000-Year Storm is a good one. I like the card Time Spiral as far as draw 7s go.
We're completely cut off.
Then
that is
Inkwell?
Yeah.
Or Tanglewire?
Oh, God. Is it even possible to pivot? This is like, there are no...
Actually, there is one card in here for us, but don't pick it. Yeah, it's like Heartbeat of Spring.
Right?
Leviathan has some play too. Some other card, I don't know. Go with whatever your decision is. I don't actually like the white in here at all. So
no, I'm thinking just like the birds or something. No. All right, let's do the dumb thing. Okay, all right. At least this is a payoff card I can get behind.
Bolus the Citadel is very good.
Yeah, all right. But we're hypercut. This is
Well, it's hard to say. There might have just not been any cards in that pack.
This is multiple packs in a row with no blue or red, like, reasonables even. Like not even, like, Inkwell, Leviathan, and Through the Breach are cards that are so very niche, they only fit in, like, very specific decks. We're not even seeing, like, the generic level cards. See, yeah, we're gone. Okay. Dream's over. Where do we go from here?
Well, okay. We have just we have some good cards already. So it's like finding the next other thing to do.
Garrick is pretty powerful.
Garrick is pretty good. Necromancy has some play. If you wanted to keep trying, the Gear Hulk is like okay.
Yeah.
Tar Pit's not bad. There's some reasonable cards in here, just not for Storm. Garrick is a combo with Heartbeat of Spring. You're right. Just fumeral. Everyone say boo, Ink Eyes. What a terrible card.
I don't know why Ink Eyes is in this cube. I don't know why Ink Eyes is in any cube.
It's probably somebody on the Moto team probably likes it.
Alright, I'm just gonna grab lands.
Wait, Craterhoof.
That's that table? I was considering that as my pick too.
Can we just pick it? Like, seriously, can we just pick Craterhoof now? And then, like, Like we're not. It'd say like that we might use the Badlands.
Right. No. Dark Dwellers doesn't do anything, right?
Dark Dwellers is pretty bad. Their Evoker's pretty good. Some just generic cards. And the plan is the last pick. Alright.
Alright. Can we pivot to, like...
We pivot into just, like, something. Well, there's Tendrils.
There's Tendrils, there's Monocrypt.
Yeah, there's Tendrils and Monocrypt. If you were to want Storm, I think that Tendrils is slightly more important. If you just want to pick a power card and to see what the hell happens, that is also probably a more reasonable path. Fabricate 2 produces either 2 1/1 counters on the creature or 2 1/1 colorless servo artifact creatures.
AKA it makes 2 colorless artifact servo creatures, because I
Yes.
want to say the number of times that has been cast as a 4 or 3 is 5%.
Yeah, you cast it as that against burn decks that rely on creatures, where like just having a 4 power lifelinker is good. Every time else you make the 1/1s, which are actually 2/2s. Okay, let's say we aren't playing, like the only card here we might not play are like the Badlands and the Pyretic Ritual. Like all the
Right.
other cards are just like cards you can play, maybe not gifts. So let's just see what happens. We might have a little Bolus Citadel, we might have a little Live and Death or green cards, who knows? There's a Mystic Confluence.
That makes me feel better about the deck already.
Yeah, it's having a Cryptic in it.
Yeah.
What is that Eternal Witness art? What the hell? What?
What? Hold on, I know what E-Witness looks like. This isn't what E-Witness looks like.
No, they made E-Witness into a leaf dog haver.
Okay, so one of the things, there's actually been, this has been, for the longest time, this was like Wizards' position, why they didn't do 5,000 alt arts. Like, they would do, like, very rarely they would do like a secondary art, and nowadays, if you look at like things, they printed what, 1 billion brainstorm arts, 1 billion,
Yeah.
there's
Here's the weirdest thing about that Eternal Witness, though. In this cube, it has been different.
It has been different, yeah.
This month, but they had a double master, so now it changes.
I'll take a duck. That's gonna be good no matter what we're doing.
Maybe we wheel like that little welder or Emery, and then like suddenly we put Bolus the Citadel in our deck.
Yeah,
that could be a direction.
Not a fan. Thank you very much for the sub. Yeah, but as I was saying, they've been going very, very, very heavily in the last year into like printing 1,000 alt arts, and I identify cards by art. I don't. It makes it really goddamn hard.
Well, at least they've stopped textless promos, even though I love textless promo Cryptic Command.
Oh.
And they haven't done like a masterpiece in a while.
Is a wheel better than bargain? I think so.
I think so.
I think in this deck.
Okay, here's why we should pick Wheel of Fortune. If we don't end up a Storm deck, we could still get a Narset. If we do end up a Storm deck, you also just cast Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. There's a part of me that really appreciates all the full art cards that exist for, like the adventure cards or the Godzilla cards and such, but like it makes it really different. Like, again, I identify cards by eyeballing art, and once there's 1,000 pieces of art, it's like, what? Oh boy.
It's like just like keep it like 2 or 3 tops, That's a little aggressive.
That's a little too aggressive.
Monoleak?
Let me just take a Monoleak.
It's like a Monoleak.
Take a Monoleak.
These are like cards that'll be good no matter what we do.
That's what I'm. By the way, this is the pack where we're going to get that, because we can get our good blue red cards here. Pack 3, we're going to have the same issue.
Pack 3, we're going to open Tinker, and then get cut the rest of the pack, but barely scrape by. That's what my official prediction is.
Okay, I'm not gonna not. That's it's actually kind of reasonable still with what we're looking at. There's also Click.
V-Click's pretty good. I like the Warrens is better than people give it credit for. It can randomly lose after storming off, but also just reliably wins. And not having black in your deck is a big upside. But
I'm gonna believe in that over the Click. I don't feel like our deck has gotten enough cards to make me believe in the Click yet, in the sense that like we're a normal deck, not a funky deck.
Mm-hmm.
High Tide would look better if we already had a Spiral, but it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, if it wasn't that, it'd be like Chart or Dire Fleet Daredevil or highly speculative Deceiver X-Art.
Yeah. I picked the X-Art before I picked Dire Fleet. Is the new dragon in the cube? You're talking about Terror of the Peaks. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they put several blank pieces of cardboard that people play for some reason in the cube, yes. Elder Gargoth, the new Vivian. New Vivian is head and shoulders above Gargoth and Terror of the Peaks, but still it's not great.
Hey, how you
doing? Okay.
Just want you to imagine there's a lot of different decks we could be right now, but this is what we are.
This is what we do. We are not casting Living Death.
Spire Bluff, Dig Through Time.
We have some fixing already. Dig is pretty good. If you can, we have the duck and like gifts to fill our yard and looting. So Dig is reasonable. Spire Bluff is a good land, though.
Right. Don't feel like we're hurting for you. You know, this looks like we're gonna be just blue-red.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some more playables in here. What do you do?
Seeing the Dig wheel is pretty good, though. Expansion Explosion. Expansion's pretty okay. Explosion, if we had a lot of mana, would be better.
Yeah.
It's a late Vampiric Tutor.
It is. I'm almost willing to pick that as a speculation on black.
Yeah, Badlands and Tar Pit.
Hey.
You could open a Yogg's Will.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that welder. That welder is barreling towards playable. Chicken Mage picks up Mana Crypt.
We're not playing the Leovold.
Yeah.
Okay. This over here is going to be part of the problem. Hitting a real deck is going to be hard here.
Okay.
We're 14.
Good card for us. We're going to open... Okay, let's just open Recall.
Bribery?
Bribery...
Hey, Oko.
We didn't end up with any green fixing, did we?
Why is Baghdad an MTG? Because Arabian Nights was
Arabian Nights was a set
that existed in Magic the Gathering. They try to fake back explain it by saying no, it's actually Arabia, the refracted plane of 1,001 planes, but
also like Aladdin and King Solomon live there.
That's so right. Like you can't fool me with your fake bullshit. Like it's just I'm just gonna take the bribery.
Bribery's pretty good.
Later, Oko. How you doing? Actual Cryptic.
Actual Cryptic.
There's some real stuff in here.
Actual Cryptic's pretty good. That Jace also pretty good. That Strip Mine also pretty good. That Inferno Titan also pretty
I know.
Good. I don't hate a Poetic Ritual Inferno Titan deck. I have to be honest. I don't think you can go wrong here.
No.
I know your heart probably sings of Cryptic Command.
It kind of does, and I kind of will, so I kind of am. But
yeah,
there's a lot here. Even like Solemn, I wouldn't hate on a wheel.
Solemn's pretty good. Lodestone is for another deck. The Titans are all good.
Brawl Steam Vents.
Okay. How is our storm plan looking? If Pestermite and Deceiver, I'm sorry, still in the deck somehow.
Well, that's because there are currently 16 playables main deck.
Yeah, so which means we're not picking Steam Fence. That solves it for us.
Right. Like
Baral or Pia and Kieran.
let's just keep rolling this. I'm sure it'll get somewhere. I feel good about. But yeah, we do need to make, you know, our 23 counterspell Emrakul.
Counterspell's pretty good.
Always love me some Zealous Conscripts. That's not a bad one.
That Slaver is also nearly there. Counterspell's just like a playable card, like a good card.
Yeah. This is a deck that just has 1,000 counterspells, and I guess hopefully that's enough.
We win with deck fate and bribery. We're just gonna face a bunch of creature decks and like destroy them. Progenitus is like a very expensive 10/10 with protection from everything.
Yeah.
It exists to win the game off natural order.
The welder with Slaver doesn't work because our artifact count is 1.
Yeah, we have a Monocrypt. That's why I keep saying almost.
Okay.
If we're already there, we'd be playing Bolas's Citadel.
That's a card I'm actually kind of happy to see.
Ooh, yeah. We're definitely a young Pyromancer
This
deck.
can work really well for us. This gives us like some sort of thing we put down early and feel like we're actually doing something when we're doing our just flipping around and doing nothing.
Yeah, Progenitus is never a card you cast. That's like the thing about Progenitus. And it's not even like a good card to natural order into because it doesn't immediately affect the board. It's just an unstoppable object, and sometimes your opponent has like Wrath of God or Cryptic Command.
Sower Signet. It's actually a nice looking signet.
It's a pretty good signet. Sower is okay. If that were Glenalendra, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, we already passed up Glenalendra in pack 1. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen anyone. No, I think I've seen one player use Bazaar of Baghdad ever.
Bazaar Baghdad is not a bad spell in the cube.
Yeah, but
if your card is specifically reanimate, then it can be good.
Again, it's a card I don't like in the cube because it's a card that's effectively a fake. It's a card that's it's only correct for like one player 1 out of every 4 drafts, and those are, I don't know. Okay, this is kind of our last chance to pick up something on like a Frost Titan level. We can pick up the Seething Song or a Miscalc or a Mortars or other choices.
Yeah. Also, that Unburial Rites in another world, but not this one.
Yeah.
Frost Titan's like a fine way to win the game. Miscalc, we have a lot of counter spells already.
Yeah, I'm almost looking at that Mortars as just something to answer a board, but Frost Titan does that just about as well.
Here's one of the tricks in Cube, everyone. Frost Titan's probably the worst Titan when it comes to constructed play. And is that a Fire Ice?
What's a Fire Ice? I also like that Force of Negation. I don't hate Bonfire, but I don't like it more than there are other choices here.
Sorry, LED, we don't have Yawgmoth's Will. But yeah, Frost Titan was the worst Titan in terms of constructed. Like all the other Titans continue to see play in some kind of deck. Primeval Titan specifically is in one of the best modern decks. But in Cube, Primeval Titan is probably the worst.
It's kind of funny. What do I care about here? Banefire?
Banefire or Chalice. Do you have something to use a lot of mana on? Like it's basically just a signet.
We don't have...
With the signet you can Trinket Mage for. That's not bad.
It makes my Trinket Mage feel better to have a second target. Yeah, Underworld Reach got cut from the last... Oh. You want to give me a second copy of this, or, you know...
Okay, with each additional Titan, they give us the Ever-Flowing Chalice becomes better, and we can take a Pestermite or Empty the Warrens out of our deck.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll take Pia. We might not even have enough mountains for Koth to.
Yeah, we're going to be lots of islands because of that cryptic command, but.
There's 3 Yogg-Wills in. No, that was not why it was cut, because there's already 2 Yogg-Wills in.
Yeah, there's Yawgmoth's Will, and there is
Past in Flames.
Past in Flames, which is a card we really wanted but didn't get. We're not casting any of these cards.
I'll take a couple Wildfires, a Swift Spear. No. Also, thank you?
Hey!
I will accept that.
Okay, so here comes. We failed this draft Storm, except we could still do it if we wanted to.
The thing
but
is,
we've produced a fairly reasonable blue-red deck.
I don't think we were in the right colors all along. I was keeping note of what like a
Reanimator deck would look like.
Yeah, or even like some other you saw the I don't know 8th pick Elish Norn in pack 2.
8 and the almost like the 9th pick. Almost last pick Craterhoof Behemoth.
Yeah, that Craterhoof, that table.
Yeah.
We can make. All right, I'm gonna just kind of roll these out here.
Yeah, put our worst synergy cards we don't have the synergies for into a pile and see if that pile is removed if our deck still functions. Like the Gifts Ungiven, Deceiver Exarch, Empty the Warrens, and see how many of them we have to play.
Well, we're at 22 here. No, the people the tendrils didn't make it back around. There was a Storm player.
There was a Storm player. I think there was a failed Storm player.
No, I think there was a black Storm player because Cabal Ritual also didn't table.
That LED made it around though.
They might not have ever found Will.
Yeah.
But
wait, do we have
this is 22.
Put in what is a colorless piker? Do we have Phyrexian Revoker? That's just mainline playable.
That's over here. I'm just taking a look at how bad Empty is. We're still playing Desire, by the way. That's still in here.
It's like Desire for 4 when you have Titans in your deck. It's cool.
Try to keep the Warrens in on that, because we might be able to do a reasonable Empty.
Yeah, the rituals gain a little bit of equity with the existence of Inferno Titan.
Yeah, and the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 0 graveyard interactions, or else just gifts for 4 cards to draw 2 of them.
Yogg's Will, if you're not going Storm, is just a 3 mana regrowth, which you can get for either on a body or for 2 mana. And the one for 2 mana is usually unplayable, so...
Yeah. You can... If you're casting your Fairy Yawgmoth's Wills, something's gone wrong.
Especially in Vintage Cube.
Especially in Vintage Cube.
This is a world where you do not want to be the one casting fair spells. I'm gonna...
Granted, your Yawgmoth's Will doesn't need a lot of work to become unfair, but it does need some.
Seething Song can cast Desire, forget the Manamorphose. It's fine.
Yeah.
Or 7. It's fine. I don't see any problem here.
I like this. I would like to play the Revoker, though.
What do we want? You just not want the Empty in there, I'm guessing?
I don't know. I really...
A little worried about... Trinket Mage with 2 targets is still fine.
Especially since we do have the use for the excess mana. So
yeah. Fetching Chalice. Well, especially because it's Fetch Chalice on 3.
Turn 3, and then make a bunch of mana out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the Revoker is just a sideboard card, but I think the card's pretty good in Vintage Cube.
Yeah, it gets a lot of power in here. Don't hate Pia and Kieran, because we need some sign of threat that wins the game.
It would probably be like one of the rituals.
Oh
Probably
god,
pyretic.
no, this is like... Mort, did you not watch the draft? Like...
Yeah, we stumbled.
What a-
Tried to play Storm because we had opened like a Mind's Desire and stuff, and then apparently 3 other people had the same idea.
Also, Abyss Hunter, that's the worst question I've seen asked today.
Yeah, bribery, very good. Your bribery can and will miss, but every other time you win the game. So
I apologize for the bluntness on that, but that's like asking to cut like
cut Cryptic Command
yeah,
right
just
out here.
cut the Cryptic and Mystic Confluence. Those are or like the DAC.
I don't know, maybe just get rid of the Piker. We'll board it when we want it.
Oh, joined at the Frost Titan. Then you missed the 2 packs of this deck sucking really bad.
Yeah, this one really came together in the last pick, and we're still. This kind of deck can produce some of my favorite games. I describe this kind of deck as the jalopy, where you've got a. It's like this. This is a card that doesn't hit second. You have to go from first to third. Kind of like that. Oh, you could play Maze of Ith as a spell.
Oh, let me cut the Desire. Man.
Yeah, but then we're just playing like random rituals for our Inferno Titan, I guess, and our Wheel of Fortune. That has some play. I think Desire is probably a little bit better because if you Desire for like 3, like you like the 2 copies and the 1 Desire, you can like hit a Bribery or a Cryptic or a Titan and still just be like fine.
Yeah. To me, the Maze of Ith is generally more something I board in when it comes up as an actual.
Yeah, because sometimes it just doesn't do anything. And
yeah. Oh, Anthony Gornstrom, thank you very much for the sub. Got the empty.
just like some creatures. Let's rock.
All right, this is not a good deck. This is jalopy is the best way to put it.
I like a jalopy when they're fun. Sometimes they just implode and you don't have any fun. Sometimes it's like you slap fight and you string together your garbage. At least we're on the play.
Sure.
You know what? This is good. I like this.
You're not resolving Jack at me. That's fine by me.
It's not too much trouble.
Yeah. Give me a moment.
I don't want to.
Hold on.
Decisions.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Okay.
I might be annoying you about some very weirdly complicated Discord screen share setups in the near future, but for now.
Okay.
Specifically, that thing we tested a few days ago, I was thinking it would be fun if we could do picture-in-picture again, like we did for Dragon Warrior monsters.
Okay.
Open up.
Okay, alright. Give me like Monocrypt, and then
yeah, like a Monocrypt?
We can finish talking here.
Even Pyretic off our 2 mountains. or
all
whatever.
Right. So they got to Ponder.
That's the last thing they do.
Hold on. Not to shuffle, so they liked it. Or they had a shuffle. Okay, that's actually a lot better for them.
Johnny Long sounds like a character from Mortal Kombat. Just monolith that.
Yeah, that actually could be fixing, so... Unlikely with them not grabbing anything there, but... Okay. Let's see. It was a type of fixing, okay. That's fine. I'm not.
Yeah, that one you can have.
You can have that. I ain't gonna stop you. This is actually gonna tell us a lot.
Yeah, because Faithless is like a deck you can just...
Hey, Crumbstone, thank you very much for the raid.
Oh no, they discarded a Dark Ritual.
I'm not gonna...
They,
You don't get to have a monolith. That sounds a little bit too good right now.
Good raid from Crumb Thumbs.
Yeah,
Crumbs Thumbs.
Thank you very much. Alright, we just got nothing on this turn.
Yeah, we hope they do nothing.
The thing is, like, we stopped a lot of their faster mana, so I don't feel like this is a turn where all of a sudden we get, like, destroyed.
Yeah, I feel like the worst thing they could do to us right now would be something involving a Wheel of Fortune.
That'd suck. I'd be annoyed by that. Okay, they must have something here. Okay, that sucks.
That's rather painful.
Okay, it makes me feel a lot better about the choice to hit the Signet, and then obviously the counterspell on the Monolith becomes better because it was just going to get thrown away. From here, they get to play a setup play, or like wheel us.
I'm guessing a Delve spell or something it looks like. Or an X spell? Because they tapped mana.
Yeah, that's a Treasure Cruise. Yep, there it is. That's...
Okay, it's 3 mana. Do you want to try to do Frost Titan, or do you want to just undo their draw 3?
That wheel could backfire pretty heavily, but, like, right now we have, like, they just did a refill and our hand looks like garbage.
Yeah, they have 5, so they're going to go up 2 cards. We're going to go up 5.
I'm gonna go with this, because this kind of undoes the cruise and makes me... Like, obviously they could just untap and kill here, but... We get rid of a Tendrils, a Turnabout, a Wheel, Baral, and a Kolagon. Okay.
And we get to even have a play after a follow-up.
Alright,
I think Bribery might not be great here, unless they have a...
Yeah, I could have... I mean, right now, all we see is Baral.
Yeah, they could be an Eldrazi style Storm deck.
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet. Like, if they Faithless Looting and discard some Drazis or something like that. But it sucks, but this is absolutely where we have to wheel them. But that works out a lot. Like, getting rid of a lot of these means that now they have to, like, have a will.
Yeah, they have to have, like, a Yawgmoth's will.
And, like, power. And yeah. Give it, like... We could have this explode into a Desire for 4 or something, but like that was gonna happen regardless. So.
Hopefully, if they have like a wheel, it'll be a like Wheel of Fortune and not a twist.
Well, the Wheel of
13 cards in deck.
The Wheel of Fortune's down here. Okay, they're just looting. That is nice. That tells me that their hand is still unfinished. Yep,
Yeah.
discarded some lands, and that they're still looking for...
Wishclaw Talisman.
Really?
Let's see if they use it right away.
Sorcerer, yeah, only during your turn, okay.
So if you wanted to Cryptic bounce it, you could. Having the Cryptic up makes me feel pretty safe.
Yeah.
Get a look at their entire deck. If you Bribery, then it would make a 1/1, but it has a good chance of missing.
I don't feel like Bribery is exactly what I want to do, especially when I'm holding the Cryptic.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play the Fumarole and attack.
When we Cryptic, we can randomly Pyretic Ritual just to get a 1/1, but that could backfire. If, they like have any kind of counter
If they actually counter that, yeah.
You're like, whoops.
The opponent does only have 11 cards left in deck. It's true.
Mm-hmm. So,
okay.
They do have a shuffle if they use the Wish Claw.
Yeah.
What's the best card in our deck if they do Wish Claw? I think all of our counter spells are spent, so that's a little annoying.
Yeah,
Well, we could big goblins.
Goblin? Yeah, I don't know. Starting off for goblins here is just the easiest way to lose.
They won't be able to.
You hand them back the Wish Claw.
Yeah.
Give them back the D-tutor.
So everybody wondering, our goal is to counter their Yawgmoth's will. That's basically all we have to do.
If we counter their will or counter their Past in Flames would suck. Actually, that'd be really strong because I could do it twice.
I think we lose to Past in Flames.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 1. You think they have threshold?
How much are we desiring for?
If they desire now, I'll be happy.
This is like. I thought this might have been like some sort of LED move. Nope, it's a. Oh boy.
I'm Spiral. Well, we kind of have to counter that.
Yeah, we have to counter this. So. Cryptic, counter.
Yeah, bouncing the Wish Claw doesn't do anything
bad.
because they can activate it in return in response.
Yeah, so we just draw, counter draw.
And we hope. And we hope.
Because countering the time spiral also, like, reasonable threat, right? Like in the sense that now, like, if that was their way.
Yeah, if that was their go off, it's like if they don't have like a Past in Flame style effect, this kind of puts the kibosh on them.
Mm-hmm.
We can kind of hit them for a lot too. We can hit them for 7 next turn. Yeah,
I'll take it. Okay. All right, pile of counter spells.
Look at their graveyard, please.
So yeah, that's literally all I've been doing. Goliath's Command, Tendrils of Agony, Wheel of Fortune, Turnabout, Baral. They look like what I wanted to look like.
Yeah, we're fighting the Dark Self, or they are something that we wanted to be. There's a chance Bribery can still be good. They have 12 cards you were not able to see.
Here's the bigger question: is there anything we even board in? Right, like.
Yeah, what does our sideboard look like?
Anyway, okay. I'm just looking at like Grim Monolith and Rectus Signet are because there's also this pile. Are the names for? All right, so God. Well, obviously, we don't heartbeat. It's a really easy way to lose. What's bad? There's very little I like here.
Yeah. The Bribery would become like Pestermite to try to port them in their upkeep.
That's about it, and we just kind of keep to... It sucks, because, like, if they are... Like, I actually don't think they have any sort of Eldrazi, because they would have been able to just flicker it. Swift Spear? Oh, boy. Get under them, push.
Yeah, get an R2 damage.
I like Swift Spear more than I like Pestermite, I think. Well, Pestermite is really good against Grim Monolith.
It is good against Grim Monolith.
Desire lets you play whatever off of it.
Yep, even lands, if you've not made a land drop yet.
I don't see us out-desiring them.
Nope. It's a very specific set of cards make us desire well. And it's basically the Rituals and Metamorphose.
Yeah. Is the Empty even worth the time here? I don't really like... I'm gonna bring in the Pestermite as the minor... Like, this disrupts a Grim Monolith, right? Like...
Yeah.
Dak looks great here.
Yeah, Dak as always, should overperform. Yeah, we don't got Cardbot on. It looks like Mind's Desire is 4 and 2 blue sorcery storm. Copy it for each other spell played this turn. Shuffle your library, then exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn.
Yep. Okay, they're on the mole.
And now we have the exciting choice. Do we play our Chalice for 1 or hold up Monolith?
Emrakul Around the World is great. I'm gonna hold it up because the next turn I can play it for 1 and still hold it up.
Yeah.
This wheel looks horrible.
Wheel looks fairly horrible, yes.
Like, against, like, a mulliganed opponent who is Storm.
Maybe they'll, like, Ancestral or something, though, or Vampiric Tutor. Or Wishclaw Talisman. If they activate Wishclaw Talisman using Wheel of Fortune, seems pretty okay. You see what I mean? Why do I have to summon it? We probably just counter that.
I don't think I can let this resolve.
Yeah, that's on its face. That is Grim Tutor.
I just don't think I can let that resolve. I think right now 3 cards in hand. I think we're winning by like.
Yeah, we're winning by eventually resolving a Frost Titan. Okay, we could we could Trinket Mage for Mana Crypt and then cast the Chalice, or we could play Chalice for 1 and ice something.
I want to get.
Okay.
I want to get a body on the board here. Yes. Mana Crypt. I actually think I'll just hold it though.
No, that seems fair.
Because right now I can't cast the Frost Titan right now because I don't have double blue, and if I draw the second island, I can just go slam Mana Crypt, blue, Frost Titan, move in.
Yeah, and if not, we can make a truly huge Chalice next turn if you really wanted to.
Yeah. Alright. Also, like, I don't want to commit the Crypt until, like, it does anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because...
Otherwise, it's just an invitation to lose to your own Mana Crypt.
Right, then all of a sudden, they only need to storm off for 7 instead of 10, you know?
Yeah, Tendrils is their card.
We did see the Tendrils as their win con. See, next turn we can just go, like, big Chalice. Chalice for 3, and then leave up Ice, tapping something.
Like Steam Fence or Rakdos Signet.
Probably the Signet, because, like, obviously they're off black without it.
Mm-hmm.
They're thinking, like, again, this is like a mulligan on them, and, like, countering their tutor tells me, like we might have, like, they might just be sitting on, like, on a turnabout and some other junk that just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
One of the...
And, like, the worst thing that could happen is they resolve a time spiral, which we could which we could possibly benefit from.
Okay.
Ooh, an Imperial Seal.
Okay.
They really wanted that card.
Yeah, again, their hand must be not so great. Want to draw Island right now. That's the top deck I want. I would
accept
give me Monastery Swift Spear.
Ooh, yeah. A little Swifty.
That'd be like Swift Spear in for 5. Like
we do kind of want to pressure their life total.
Yeah.
It's possible one of their Storm very often wants to pay life.
Yes.
Like your Bolas the Citadels, your Yawgmoth's Bargain. Not so much your Necropotence, which breaks my heart, but whatever.
That card sadly has not been strong enough for vintage cube for some time.
It gets played in actual vintage a fair amount. But that's because it's very accessible in actual vintage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a format where you want to dump your hand and then draw 10 cards. Hey, you get what you want.
All right. That means we just roll full on in here. Mana Crypt. Yep.
And we can make a Chalice for 1.
You
could make a Chalice for...
I'm Seething Songing.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Like, that converts the Seething Song into an onboard, you know.
Yeah, well, it's sort of spin your Lotus Petal to get a permanent mana fixture.
Yeah. I'm actually only going to do it for 2 so that I can ice it upkeep.
Yeah, because we want to tap their Signet. If they vamped for Ancestral, we can Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. This is what we call good pressure. Also, drawing the card off ice is like, closer to our possible
Island.
island.
Yeah.
Makes the wheel look a lot better now.
I love ice. Iced a lot of lands.
Okay.
Cast a lot of eye to nowhere on lands.
And costs.
You were never stopping me.
Sure. I guess. Oh, they're trying it. Time Spiral. They get 4 mana.
Time Spiral off 4 mana.
I think this is just them, like, trying to set up a better... Like, this isn't them going off this turn, because they're out of black mana.
Yeah, they would need some specific things.
They would have needed
made their
another
raindrop,
Metamorphos.
which they could have redrawn it. We redrew our Fire Eyes and our Frost Titan.
Yeah.
Really, this is the same hand we had before, but better. Can they say the same?
Can we kill them?
Pyretic, Rakdos, Fire. Can you squeeze in Mystic Con? They did redraw the Metamorphos.
Oh, that's quite bad. This now all of a sudden actually threatens a kill. Storm count is 5.
They made red-black though, not black-black.
Yeah, they have Dark Writ. Like, they have Dark Writ and Cabal Writ in the deck, so that doesn't mean jack to me.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. This is gonna be just tendrils for like most of my life total. A jar. Okay, so again, this is them setting up for the future. It's fine.
Yeah, when is a door a door? When it's a jar.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm picking. Okay.
Here's the funny thing you can do. Cast Frost Titan targeting the jar.
That forces them to...
It forces them to use it now, which doesn't get them anything. And just making them go off on the cards they have. Because if they want to go off next turn, they're just going to do it in upkeep anyways.
Yeah. So if I tighten the jar, I can still fit in Signet. I only have double blue, so I can only fit in the Titan. Like,
does Pyretic help at all?
It turns into +1 damage.
Eh. We're hitting them down to 9, even without... No, we're hitting them down to 8.
8, because of the...
Them going to 7 doesn't change anything.
Hold on. 8...
Yeah,
7,
we have to count if we can kill
6,
them,
5, 4. Okay, so, like, I could fire them, but that doesn't kill. I'm gonna go ahead and... Well, let's go ahead and... Signet... And then... I'm gonna use the ritual. And that'll let me leave up double blue, or double red.
Memory Jar is a 5-mana artifact with tap, sacrifice Memory Jar. Each player sets their hand aside, is the original wording, face down. I believe it exiles your hands face down, and draw 7 cards. At the beginning of the next end step, each player discards their hand and puts their exiled hand back into their hand. Basically, it's a draw 7, but you can control when it happens, and you only get the cards for 1 turn.
Okay, and I don't want to spend fire here. I don't think. I don't think putting him a 4 does anything.
Yeah, we have a 6/6 in play. So the appeal of Frost Titan when you cast it, or when it comes into play, or when you attack with it, you tap target permanent, doesn't untap under the next untap step. The appeal is that was our opponent took a lot of effort to put that memory jar into play, and their kind of playstyle relies on drawing lots of cards like that. So removing their ability to use it makes them just use the cards that they have, which they can easily kill us.
Yeah, they might be able to. Like, they have a full grip right now.
Yeah, but our other option was to leave up Mana Confluence, which we were not going to be able to use because they could have just popped the jar in their upkeep.
Yes. Which means that the Confluence doesn't do anything. Hopefully, we'd have to draw into, like, other counter spells. Okay.
Demonic Tutor with only 2 mana up.
This to me just sounds like somebody losing. Like,
yeah, because we're going to be tapping their jar again, unless you want to tap their
we're gonna be dealing lethal damage.
Lethal damage, yeah. Okay, that's a start.
Where does this continue to go? 3 mana that can't turn about.
Toxic Deluge for 6. We have fire. Kill them. You must die.
Counter.
You know
Here's my counter spell.
Here's how you do it. You know what? Leaving up the Pyretic turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah, perfect.
We did an extra damage and let us kill them on there. We posted a W with this deck.
Oh god, we posted a W against
Johnny Long, the better version of us.
Yeah.
Although our deck was a very weird. If you see what we were doing and decide I'm going to board in Toxic Deluge, that's a little odd.
Yeah, hold on. Where did the Toxic Deluge come from? Hold on. Did they see the Young Pyromancer and think that they...
They probably saw Young Pyromancer.
I guess it's got to be the Young Pyromancer. They just thought Deluge for 1, right?
They duressed us, I think, so they might have seen the Empty.
No, they saw the Titan.
They saw the Titan. Okay, you can't use Toxic Deluge against a Titan, but you don't wanna. Shoutouts to Fire Ice.
Thank you. Fire Ice performed so many actions in that game.
Yeah, we made them use their Monomorphos, and we killed them.
All right, time for Tuck Bear. Now we're gonna fight against like an opponent who plays creatures and just get run over or something. It's fine.
No, it means we cast Bribery. It's fine.
I want to cast Bribery pretty badly.
We'll Pyretic Ritual into Bribery.
I'm sad I didn't get to Bribery them just to see what was going on. I wanted full knowledge, but we never had a moment to like pay 5 for full knowledge.
Is turn 2 Pia and Kieran good enough? Or is this a hand with 6 mana sources?
This is a hand with 6 mana sources, but like Pia doesn't suck. Especially like we have a lot of.
We're on the draw. Yeah, we call this borderline keepable.
I'll make a choice here.
Top 10 is good.
Okay, all right.
And they're a Dirtler deck. We're gonna beat the hell out of them with our Pia and Kieran Nalar. And then we'll throw the Mana Crypt at them before we die to it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's actually a really nice part of it. Okay, I can't.
Okay, the stock in this hand has gone up a little.
I can't get the Confluence for a little while because of mana, but
yeah, because of mana. Let's draw Steam Vents or whatever.
Yeah, give me Volcanic Island off the top.
I forget what duels we even had in our deck.
Volcanic Island and a tapped land.
Okay. Well,
it's fine. I don't care. Like,
Mystic Confluence is a card that gets better the more you sit on it, so it's fine.
Also, here's 4 power. It has some shocks in it too. This has some nice Reanimator. Ooh, well,
Sultai cards.
It could be a reanimation style here, because like the forest, like there's some good like that lets you have like a style where you can both cast your Palancron.
And more storm decks. Okay.
All right.
Tails will fails.
Tails. On the flip. Alright, I'm attacking and then I'm going to shock down that Arbor Elf. I don't...
You throw a 1/1 at it, or do we throw Monocrypt at it?
I need to be able to cast Mystic Confluence.
Yeah, so let's throw a 1/1 at it.
Indeed.
If we're able to counter a spell and draw a card, he could possibly...
The Reaper's Curse.
Okay, Mystic Confluence does just say target creature, so if we wanted to rebuy our Jankier at some point, we could. See, your little poem there, Mark.
This is Glenelendra. No, hey.
Hangerback Walker. Yeah, that card's good.
We can bounce that.
That is a good card to bounce. Especially once they invest mana in it.
Alright.
You could play that for 1. Make a very transparent play. That's fine. We're just living up mana for PN Kieran activation. Don't worry about it. Main phase, charge your walker, then cast a spell. Oh, sorry, I was going to say your little poem there. You rhyme your first word with your third word, but then you rhyme your fifth word with your sixth word.
That's not happening. I'll take all these, right?
Yeah, sure. You could... Yeah, countering the spell is better than bouncing PN Kieran, because the treachery... Yeah, just counter the spell.
Well, you're not wrong that bouncing P and Kieran would actually be pretty cool. Double bounce draw?
This seems fine. Buys us a Toki back. And the treachery never actually enters play, which is the important part. Don't spell pierce us.
Well, that is a card that deals some damage. I'm just gonna spend that.
Yeah, just go for it.
Ooh. That's nice.
Don't hate it. Poor Trinket Mage. Currently doesn't do anything. Is a 2/2 though. It shuffles our library.
I'll use it. Okay. So my hope is that they just commit to, like, Hangerback.
Did we forget to play an island?
No.
Okay.
Oh, did we? Oh, maybe.
I think, yeah, it's turn 6.
No, whatever.
We're disguising our hand. God knows we have enough islands. And we can cast anything we draw. Okay, there comes their time.
The other thing is, look at how many shocks we have available.
Yeah, you wash up. We have
Alright.
a lot of damage. Okay.
Hangerback. No, this
Upheaval.
Upheaval. This is upheaval. This is upheaval.
Okay. How did I spot? That's a bad upheaval, by the way.
Yeah, we have a Monocrypt. You're just getting
your signet back.
Okay.
We can Monocrypt into Chalice.
What do I want to lead with?
Probably Island.
I get Pia and Kieran if I lead with Mountain, but I get
Counterspell if you lead. I think Pia and Kieran is better in this circumstance. Just because they're certainly on the back foot. And we're going to be on the front foot.
I can just discard 3 islands.
And just discard some islands. We can no longer cast everything we draw, just cast merely most things we draw.
Right. What I would want would be, like, finding Dak and then...
Stealing their Dimir Signet, yeah. Hey, guess what, nerd? Our deck is cool and has fire ice in it.
I'm not letting a Jace stick around, are you kidding me? They could, like, flashback the upheaval.
Do you think they have Canadian threshold?
How many cards is that?
It's 5. That's what Jace Fringe Prodigy says. I forget if I heard somebody say that or if I just pulled it out of the air at some point. I think it might have been Kaz, actually.
If this is Hanger Back for 2, I love it. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah. We're going to once again reveal that our deck does not have other cheap artifacts in it.
Alright, give me Dak.
The duck.
I'll take that. That's a hell of a good draw.
Yeah, looks like we're not playing Trinket Mage.
Well, no, my life total's 17 right now after like 4 activations of Crypt. Feels good. Okay. Really happy to have Mana Leak up and then get Counterspell up and then just sort of run our opponent down with Burn. I can't stop that.
We cannot stop.
I mean, I can shock that.
Yeah, which we can, should, and will. This is probably a good turn for Mana Crypt to die. It basically means we can't cast a Titan if we draw it.
Only for 1 turn, and I'd rather leave up the counters anyway.
Yeah.
Also get rid of the Chalice if I want to...
If you wanted to cast draw a Titan, which if we did draw Inferno Titan, that'd be pretty good.
Well, then what's their life total? 12. They're not just dead next turn. We can't kill... Like, if I go head, they go to...
Go to 10.
10, 8... No, we don't have enough shocks for that. We can put them to 4, so we don't play for that.
Alright, so we just attack them with some flying creatures. We don't want them to have a lifelinker is another thing.
Yeah.
Especially when they're going to... You know, they already... Okay. They have Time Warp, which... That gets the job done.
Not playing that.
Yeah, not playing that for some time. Yeah, they would wait until they had the full Wombo in hand if they had everything, probably. Or maybe they just wanted to be able to draw and do it next turn. But they knew we had PN Kieran activation, so who knows?
No. I was thinking about committing the Trinket Mage, but like...
The Choo-Choo's not very good here.
It just can't attack through that. I can't stop that. Well, I can stop that.
But would we rather do that or counter the spell they play? There's a chance that we could Mana Leak whatever spell they got.
Yeah.
Like if they got Ancestral now. The 1/1 isn't terribly relevant. It could get Time Walk and cast it, then we crunch them.
Counter that. Time Walk.
Alright.
No thanks.
They didn't Veil of Summer us.
Okay. They die next turn.
Ooh, do we play that mountain?
Let's loot first.
Okay, can we? Okay, we attack for 2, put them to 8.
We can't kill them right now.
Okay, then I guess we just loot.
Yeah,
we can throw away Trinket Mage and Mountain. Hey. Wait, if we keep the mountain, can we cast that?
I could, but I kind of want to leave up counterspell instead.
Let's do that
I
then.
might get rid of the wheel. This is not a game where I'm casting that.
Yeah, we're not. We're not when we're sitting on our counter spells. Okay. Crunch them.
Yeah, they're dead next turn.
So let's hope they tap out to cast one very expensive counterable spell.
Yeah.
Play Forest into Hornet Queen or something.
What happens is end step, I sack the Everflowing Chalice.
Attack for 2.
Attack for 2, and then sack both Thopters, and they die. And with that drops our counter shields at the very last second, but the hope is that they tap out. Okay, obvious move. Yeah, our deck became counterspell.deck, having 4 counters, but it rules. So
yeah, it's pretty good, and like Pien Kieran has been a pretty good thing to swoop out and try to, like, if you could, like, it's a pretty good delver of secrets.
Yeah.
Is
All right, I bet.
Pien Kieran. Yeah, big spell.
I do not care about that though.
Yeah, we don't care about that. That is a creature on the ground.
Yeah,
You can learn about your deck. Their Spellseeker is pretty good.
All right, their deck is pretty interesting. I like that.
Their deck is pretty good. What the heck is...
Ryan, thank you for the raid. We are finishing up. This is round 2, game 1. We're 1-0 at the moment.
Yeah, this is our failed Storm deck.
There, pay some mana, sacrifice this.
Okay, we have Counterspell. They have a very obvious Cryptic up to me. So I guess we just see what... Okay.
Okay.
They didn't have Cryptic up.
So to show off the deck, this is what the deck looks like. Let me pull these over here so that they're in a pile. We started trying to draft like a storm pile. Did not work very well. But we're still winning. We're 3-0 in games with this thing, so
yeah, we've been doing pretty good with our pyretic rituals and our empty the warrenses.
Yep, and our what's anything worthwhile here? Our opponent's got like way stronger spells than us by like a mile.
Yeah, opponent has several pieces of power and infinite time walks.
Well, luckily we
cast a turn 2 Pien Kieran.
We have Fire Ice, which is
we have
basically the
Fire
best.
Ice. The 10th piece of the Power 9. It is not Time Twister or whatever. It is Fire Ice.
All right.
Side 4 Monastery Swim Spear was necessary.
Anyway,
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I like it. Let's roll. Let's see if we can get something that looks that nice. They had Treachery, Upheaval, Time Walk, Recall, infinite ways to work those. Sand sucks on ice.
This hand's rather bad. You don't boast the Titans in your opener. This hand...
We can like wheel on...
Turn 2 Wheel of Fortune, yeah.
We can turn 2 that wheel. That's the best thing we have is we can turn 2 that wheel. But then we throw away both Titans.
We throw away both Titans, which I think we need. Those are pretty good at winning the game for us.
Oh my god. Ooh. No dice.
Okay, let's have that same hand, but without the Titans in it, please. Well,
alright.
Bottom the empty and the Titan, and then see what the hell happens.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll cast Wheel of Fortune.
Let's just resolve a bribery against him. I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, at the very worst, we get Oracle of Moldiah.
Okay, and they're going to start off the same way they started the last game. Preordain. And
we might get Soulfire Grandmaster. We can buy back Fire Ice.
2 top. That doesn't surprise me, seeing as their deck is... like
their deck seems pretty... Their deck is juiced.
Yeah, like, what are they going to find that they don't like? Or, oh boy.
Can we just kill that?
Not relevant to yet.
Yeah, we can just sit in our mana.
Because it's 4 to...
It's 4 to activate, so it would just be them gaining some life.
I'm fine with them gaining 2 life. We'll hit it. We've got fire in hand. We'll hit it.
Advancing our mana is good.
I kind of want to, hopefully we draw land. We can have 4 mana next turn, which is like fire plus a counterspell active. We spend the Manamorphose the moment we take any real action. Okay.
There we go.
That looks nice.
We have proven this deck is unbeatable, so
yeah.
Their deck can't be better than ours. We're going to counter their spell. We're going to kill their guy. And then we are going to bribery their super creature.
Alright. I'm going to spend Manamorphose.
It's inconspicuously tapping our dual land. It's like red-blue or whatever. Okay, there we go.
Get out of here.
Cast a spell. Except maybe Oracle multi-app. So that might be your best creature.
The worst thing is, if I bribery, they can just treachery me back, right? Like...
That's why it's good to bribe something that has like a good ability. Oh, we don't want them to...
That doesn't sound good at all. I don't like that.
No. This is pretty bad. We counter it.
That seems pretty bad. Alright, well, bribery for your Emrakul or whatever, it's fine.
We were a little punished there for tapping our dual land, because if they returned fire, we could have just cast it again.
Ha. Well.
Yeah, well, up your nose with a rubber hose.
Alright, let's hope it works.
We didn't want them to have the 2/2, so it's like as a fine counter spell. Wormcoil Engine.
Wormcoil, Palinkron, Lyra. I'm just looking at their deck now. Treachery's in their deck, Upheaval's in their deck, Time Warp's in their deck. Their hand has the Time Walk. See, this is me. I want to learn what's in their hand.
Yeah.
So their hand has Time Walk and 3 others. Can we narrow that down?
Jace Vryn's Prodigy.
That's right here.
Okay, it's right there.
I think that's most of what we know. Alright, so we just take the Wormcoil here.
Yeah, and just hope they don't draw the Treachery.
If they draw the Treachery, sorry.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That'd be a very loose reason to pick the Oracle. We just picked the highest upside card.
Okay.
Now, the Ancestral was in their deck.
So, like, 1 or 2 lands left in hand as well, and a Time Walk.
Yeah, 11 in hand, and so
Okay.
16 too. Okay, so their hand had 2 lands in it, unless they're not playing them. Signet was still...
God.
Okay, good. Now we're unbeatable. Now let's make our very transparent, not attacking with our...
Yeah, not attacking
creature.
with our Fumarole.
The Fumarole attack, not actually relevant yet.
It's relevant once. It's only relevant in one of them, because we need to 6/6 and then 6+4, right? Like...
Yeah.
This is an incredible draw. I don't give a shit.
We don't care about Sword of Fire. Nice. You only care when you go to equip. That's a lot of blockers.
Pseudo care.
Yeah, I think we counter that. Because it
Counter
blocks
draw
our hanger back. Yeah, because it blocks our hanger back 3 times. Not our hanger back. It blocks our Wormcoil 3 times. Maybe drawing will let us draw one of our other counters.
Or
2 mountains. Counterspell. Well, no, we can. Okay, if they try to treachery our Wormcoil Engine, we can sacrifice it.
Yeah, this is actually a really good draw.
Yeah, it's an incredible draw. And yeah, it is a lot of damage.
Yep.
That's a lot of damage.
It also means if they like go to equip a Sophie to like a low
toughness creature.
it's just out. So they can time walk plus untap their monolith if they play a land. They're gonna time walk here. This is 100%, right? Like.
Yeah. So heartbeat.
Oh
what?
shit! All right.
Okay.
They're gonna untap. They get time walk here, right? So.
Yeah.
All right.
Little do they know, this lets us activate our thing twice.
So now I can kill a 4 toughness creature.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Here we go.
So they need like upheaval or something here to not be totally boned.
Palinchron?
If they do get Palinchron, they do make infinite mana.
No, they don't have a lance for that. 7 plus 4. You need more than 4 lands for that to go infinite. Spellseeker? Alright, we can't stop you from doing that.
Nope, we cannot stop you. So they can get Ancestral Recall.
Sure, draw 3. Yeah, there's recall. Draw 3. Can't stop you.
Equip your guy and pass. We'll throw Rakdos Signet at it. And then kill you.
We can't kill Palinchron in response to the untap because it's a 4/5.
It's a 4/5. We would need one more red source for that.
Oh.
They're not equipping Sword. Is it finally time for them to have Cryptic Command?
Yeah, this looks like Cryptic Mana. I'm not gonna...
You don't need to move yet. Because we have infinite mana because of the heartbeat. We can just do things on our turn.
Yeah.
So...
Activate Fumarole.
Yeah, we activate
No. We just go to combat and activate Fumarole in response to the Cryptic.
Yeah.
And then they lose to that. Yeah, okay. So...
If they let us tap attackers, we probably throw the Rakdos Signet at the blocker. Or do we just let them, because we deal 4 here, and then we have 6 damage. So maybe we just let them block?
I have enough flings to just kill them because Wormcoil
Yeah, we have a lot. We have so many flings.
I have access to
1, 2, 3,
5
4,
flings.
5, 6, 7. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna let them block. Okay. What is this? Mystic Confluence, my team?
Sphinx's Revelation. For 3, they go up to 13,
They're
down to 9.
and then die.
And then they die. Yeah, somebody could call in the Sphinx's Rev Calcium Strength.
So, let's...
Pay 1. And a 1. And a 2.
Do they see it?
Yeah, this is the step where we deal damage.
It doesn't matter in either line.
Yeah, we can just do them whenever, but they're tapped out. They can't counterspell this with Force of Will, because we are activating abilities. They are totally dead. Which worm do you want to throw at him? Life Link or the Death Touch? Yeah, Death Touch, because we are killing them.
Was this deck 2040? The worst decks are the ones that have that sort of shenanigans. It's...
Okay, our Jalopy is yet to fall.
Oh, God. I believe, my belief is that, like, you build the perfect engine, and it finds a way to explode. You build the jalopy, and it finds a way to go. It's
I was telling you, some of my favorite games come out of decks like this. So if we're just learning the counter spells, Fire Ice, and Mystic Confluence are busted cards.
Yeah, Fire Ice. This is the epitome of Fire Ice. All right.
Sultai for life. I wonder what they're playing. This is a pretty good hand.
Yeah, okay.
You can Seething Song into Manamorphose into Cryptic Command.
No.
If you have an island in play.
Another, yeah.
So we can turn island, mountain into...
Okay.
We lead on island in case we draw a counterspell, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Manamorphose makes that particular card not particularly matter, but we don't spend the Manamorphose unless it's convenient.
Well,
it could still be Sultai.
I guess I'm gonna name an extant. Oh my god.
Yeah, Frost Titan. Okay. Gotta make sure. Actabilities can't be activated. You just can't name lands for their favorite.
Yeah.
Smithing Needle, you can name lands, but not mana abilities.
Yeah, that's... You have to keep the two straight because they work differently.
Yeah. Here's Findhorn Elves.
Yeah, 1 on a mold 5 against the opponent, resolve 2 pieces of power. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Okay, they did not attack with their 1 mana 1/1.
Okay, I'm not attacking.
Next turn, we just...
Well, wait.
We hold a Cryptic Command, right? Well, attacking with the Provoker is the same as...
That's not, right? Like...
Yeah, it's just like removing the Findhorn Elves.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll take this. I don't...
Because we don't have, like, swords in our deck, and they might. So, like, we like having creatures die.
Well, I want to put a little bit... Like, 2 points of damage matters, too. Like...
Yeah, plus they could have, like, Gaia's Cradle.
Yeah, Cradle. They're currently... Or, like, do they have graveyard interaction? Do they want that in the yard?
This is largely advantageous for us, and largely disadvantageous for them.
Next turn,
all remaining the same.
Next time, I'm doing some dumb shit.
Is it Seething Song into Manamorphose into Frost Titan?
Who said it? Who said we can't cast Frost Titan off this card? Who did it? Who did it?
Who did it?
Who did it?
Unless we draw Inferno Titan, which might just be like the better cast.
Okay, it depends.
Whatever.
It depends. If we draw Inferno Titan, that's fine too, but... I mean, I'll cast both.
We'll cast whatever. We'll do anything, man.
Oh no, a Mox. Alright.
They cast a little bit of bad Mox action, a little bit of good Mox action.
Okay, I'm a little scared of this much Mox action.
If they're just going to play a creature, we're going to tap.
Oracle of Moldiah.
They do have... Okay.
They actually did have Cradle action. Okay.
Right. The deck might be better than ours, but it doesn't matter because ours has Fire Ice in it.
Alright, well, let's,
Okay.
There we
Dare to be stupid.
Yeah, so we tap down the Cradle.
Yeah, because they're going to have a bunch of... Like, we'll switch between whether we tap Cradle or Rofilos, depending on when we attack.
Next turn I get to leave up Cryptic. I don't think next turn's where, like, a big thing happens. I think the turn after is because of the Rofellos.
Yeah, so... Seething Song. If we draw Inferno Titan, we can still cast it. I'm going to tap it in mana for response. Little cheeky wieners.
Okay.
They did not.
Lanorel's on top is nice, because that's basically a nothing.
Yeah, they stopped.
Two forests out of hand. Rofellos.
Okay.
That means they only have one real card.
Yeah, they only have one real card, and we have a counter spell.
Yeah.
And a Fire Ice. Hell yeah.
Alright, well, I'm just going to attack with Frost Titan, tap Rofellos, and...
Yeah, we do that, and then...
Nothing else. We leave up Cryptic.
We want them to cast Natural Order.
killing the Oracle of Moldiah is the one I want to kill with this fire.
Yeah, because we can just repeatedly tap Rofalos.
And this is like, oh my god, they're just
Card
drawing
advantage.
they're just drawing their Llanowar elves.
Yeah, if they try to harmonize here.
Yeah, any like they are completely cut off here.
Yeah, they just got nothing. They attack us for 2. We could kill it right now.
No, I'm not gonna risk some sort of post-combat blowout.
Well, they have no cards in hand.
I don't care.
Okay.
I will take 2 damage for no reason.
We'll take it for honor.
Uh-huh. As much as I like knowing what your draws are, it's even castable.
No, we can instep that. Yeah, so Cradle will only produce 3 mana. Rofalos happens to produce 6. So that's the one we counter, or we tap. Okay, they decide to jump now.
Okay, this is actually where we cast Chalice for 2.
Because we know they're bricking.
We know they're completely bricking. Like they have an incredibly dead draw. Let's build mana.
Mm-hmm. The only downside is we can't cast Dig, but who cares? Dig is also a card that gets better the longer you sit on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Okay, they're so dead.
We're against an opponent who, like...
We're against, like, a dedicated, great opponent's deck that just completely gets squashed by our seething song and a Manamorph.
I can't. So, like, they're only drawing 1 card a turn. I've got them cut off forever. Confluence might have to, like, work hard to get it, but...
Can we even dig here? Like, we don't need it. All else remaining equal, we are going to win. And they might have some stupid flash card. I can't possibly think of what it would be. Sadly, we can't steal the Mox to hold up stuff. So we just sit on our heels.
Yep.
With our double cryptic hand.
Because, yeah, their best move is just to try to make, like, pair of haymakers, right?
Mm-hmm. My new band name is Wrong Mox. They have a Wrong Mox. They have a good Mox, too.
I'm gonna dig on step.
Yeah, that's a fair thing to do now. Because we could, if they play a flash creature, whatever it could be, we could bounce it with a million things.
Yeah, or just tap it, or it has to be pretty...
Maybe it's a flash artifact creature.
Ephemeron, thank you very much for the big sub.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it a lot. Oh, what the hell? Eldrazi's shit.
Well, looks like they're paying an X.
Oh, I'll take them paying an X. That makes the Confluence cool. But if this is Kozilek...
This is a Walking Ballista? Nope.
Let us go counter and draw 2. Counter you.
Oh, they're casting Johnny Lifestrider. Yeah, Chalice mana is weird.
I'm happy to see a mana leak there.
This gives us a little double counter action. If we draw Island. Yeah. Go to 2.
Our control... Wow, this control deck.
It's control deck that went all in on a Frost Titan.
Oh, it's beautiful. And yeah, now we just have a cryptic for anything they draw. There's no... Like, there's no card in Magic that beats Cryptic Command, so...
Yeah, if they have an uncounterable creature...
We bounce it, we tap it. We do, like, they could Progenitus here, it wouldn't matter.
Okay. What do we know about this? What do we want, what do we not want here? I think we just... Okay. There's one possible thing we could want. I don't think it would be Wildfire. I think it would be Blast Zone.
Ooh, Blast Zone on 1 sounds really excellent in this matchup.
They have a lot of Monodorks.
That actually is really, really good.
Are we just cut Island for it?
Yeah, maybe, yeah, I'm cut Island for it.
Is this a Maze of Ith matchup unless they have Crater Hoof Behemoth, in which case that is not good enough?
So I don't like Maze of Ith in this matchup because they're, like, think of the biggies. Crater Hoof we can't stop. Like, Terrastodon we can't stop. Woodfall Primus we can't stop. Like, Maze of
You
Ith...
can stop Woodfall Primus, but not the effect of it.
Well,
Plus, they just blow up the Maze of Ith.
that's what I'm saying. Terrastodon and they both just blow up the Maze of Ith. It doesn't matter, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Everything else seems great. Bribery seems amazing.
Bribery's gonna be a beating and a half. Let's have some fun.
Let's rock. I guess you could think about like a Pestermite over
Arena Historic Cube. So the historic the cube, they'll have it. They had the cube before, like the Jolly Flying Man. That was literally like the speed run was the Arena Cube.
Yeah, it was the Arena Cube, which I guess was just that specific cube was all historic cards,
then,
right?
Yeah, well, then they'll do it again. They'll do it again. You know, they'll have another, especially with the addition of Jumpstart. So
We know there's power cards in Maga, but they just won't put them in their cube for some reason.
Well, that's because you can't just put a random Mox in your cube. If you're going to power the cube, you actually have to power it, right? Like,
just have your dump. They did that with those decks. They had these dumpy decks that had random Power 9 cards in them. Why not just have a dumpy cube with random Power 9 cards in them? With stuff from Jumpstart, you're fine.
That sounds
you can
horrible.
Do it. You get a Phyrexian Tower. It'd be great. And Muxus.
All right. Here we are. Ooh, I like seeing Revoker against this opponent.
Yeah, Revoker, Chalice, Cryptic,
all
good stuff.
All good. Manamorphose might get us to that Cryptic.
Yeah, or just trying an island.
Yeah.
We're probably just going to play Manamorphose to make it to your mana to play our Chalice. When you're a 23rd card, okay, actually that's the 20th card, but when you're a 20th card, if they have a stop on there, nope, this is just a mulligan.
Yeah. No. Like that's not. I think people are misunderstanding what I mean about like adding power at random to a cube. Like
it just damages the experience.
When you're building a cube, you're building a cube to have like a consistent experience that everyone gets to enjoy, and like in order for that to happen, you need each of the pieces to be on a sort of consistent level. The reason that like Yorion and these things are unplayable garbage in this cube is because the power level is to a point and the directions are to a point where they're just unusable, whereas like if you just added a bunch of Moxes and a Lotus to the modern cube, you wouldn't have a consistent experience. You just have some jerk who got 2 Moxes and a Lotus and beats you.
Yeah.
Like, you plan a cube. You don't build it out of random cards. That's not how they appear.
So, we have something to revoke.
Okay.
Alright.
Annoying, but I'll take it.
We'll just use 3 mana fire against that. We'll revoke their Mox Pearl.
We're going to revoke their Raphaelis they play on too.
Is it better to revoke their Mox Pearl or to blind revoke their Raphaelis?
I'm actually stunned at this Thalia play here. I'm going to hit their Mox Pearl because they don't know play here.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks sweet.
6 mana revoke, 6 mana bribery, still probably okay.
Alright. Mox
Pearl. We're to cast a good old 3 mana
Signet.
Recto Signet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Recto Signet's slightly better than the Everflowing Chalice.
It might get us to Pian Karen. I don't expect them to have a play here if they did in the turn before. Yeah, there's already Eldrazi's in the cube.
Or historic, yeah. They had Thought-Knot Seer? I don't think so, because I haven't seen anybody play it.
Well, again, adding those is very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that doesn't...
That's 1 mana for making their land drop.
Okay. That doesn't actually let them cast anything different.
Mm-hmm.
I get to Cryptic next turn.
You get to Cryptic.
It's probably counter bounce Thalia or something like that.
Yeah.
Depending on if I draw the 6th land, I won't care.
Yeah, because they can't cast Thalia if we bounce it.
Hold on.
You could bribery.
I get bribery right now.
That's Soul Ring.
Yeah, I can.
We should probably bribery. You know, they've only got 2 cards in hand. They missed their land drop last turn, so I guess they have something in their hand, but it was something that was less than 4 mana. Oh, you want to blow up their Mox Emerald? Or Ulamog them?
Or Ulamog them? This does not seem like a deck that beats an Ulamog, or like an Eldrazi
Probably
at
not.
all, right?
Oh, you could create of them. No, but,
okay, that's funny.
Yeah, I think we just, okay. Ulamog, who has the higher Annihilator? Annihilator 4.
They both have Annihilator 4. Ulamog is indestructible.
And that's okay, as a 10-10. And Kozilek...
Is a 12-12. I'm just gonna grab the Ulamog. Actually, yeah.
In case they have, like, I don't know, something.
Or they could answer the Kozilek by casting Ulamog, right?
Yeah. Whereas this, they just, yeah. Prepare to be annihilated.
Like, what? They can't treachery those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with the indestructible threat because it's the indestructible threat. Say they, like, somehow slam their own stuff. I untap and I have Cryptic, like...
Yeah, we have Cryptic, so we are feeling pretty safe.
I just don't care. What do you bribe Ulamog with?
Well, if you look on the card, it's like little stacks of gold coins from a very large man. Here's the weird thing. I've always read the card art as if the large man was doing the bribery.
Are they actually going to cozy into this?
Or are they just going to make a really big, like...
Primus?
Footfall Primus. Okay, Primus, blow up an island would be the smartest thing.
They'll blow up the Signet. I hope they'll blow up the Signet, because I want it in my Cryptic up.
So, with Cryptic, we bounce to Primus and then annihilate 4.
Yeah.
That takes away, at the very least, 2 mana sources.
If they, I'll have the Manamorphose because I have 7 mana right now, so I can still cast the Cryptic no matter what. Which is hilarious. This is some bullshit. I've got a Manamorphose and a Cryptic. This rules. This deck rules. How does this deck rule so much?
Well, it turns out going all in a deck that also plays control is fine. We don't have power. We have one piece of power, and we use it to go all in on 1 card, and then we cast Cryptic Command.
And then we cast Cryptic Command, and then we cast
Fire Eyes.
Then we cast not Mystic Dispute, Mystic Confluence, and then we cast.
Yeah, just crazy.
I'm just so happy about like your channel into Primus here, and then it's like, wait, hold on, what do I actually do? Yeah, Signet. That's what I thought.
Blow up the Signet. You have chose poorly.
I mean, we could still have. Anyway. Tails. Sure.
Okay, and then that makes it basically not matter.
So, return target permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. Bounce your Primus.
Okay, we attack. They annihilate 4. The Mox Pearl is the first to go.
Yep.
And they go to 3, and if they sack the Thalia.
I'm not 1 short because the Crypt taps are 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 Cryptic Commands make a deck, but also having like Mana Leak and Counterspell.
Right, like those little counters actually do a ton of work in the cube because people are like, you're usually in the cube, as we've seen with all 3 of our opponents, you're playing this sort of like goldfish-ish style game plan where you're just caring about your own stuff and you're building to do some sort of Hadoken, right? Like you're just going like Abracadabra Ulamog or Abracadabra Tendrils for 10, or I think that's actually all of our opponents. So all of a sudden, us kind of like poking them on the hey,
disrupt their early mana, disrupt their setup pieces, and then attack them with like 4 power of creature.
Yeah.
Or use bribery against the mono green deck.
That's a 6-0. 3-0,
That's a
6-0.
6-0 with a jalopy.
That's a 6-0 with a jalopy. I love it. Beautiful.
Crack that chest. We're going to open Muxus. gonna open Muxus Goblin Grandee.
It's gonna be like a pristine angel. Or
Black Sun Zenith. I know that's one of your favorite cards.
5 of the Book Island.
5 Book Island.
And
then Black Sun Zenith.
Black Suns was always a favorite of mine because it was like this, like, always reliable.
Yeah.
Thing. Yes, all the skulls, good.
It's back when you didn't have too many choices for Black Rats. You got Damnation, and then...
Yeah. Also, the -1/-1 counters sometimes do some cool stuff. All right, excellent. That was a excellent cube. Perfect. We're gonna do 2 still today, so...
Ooh.
That was...
I can be around for at least one more.
Okay, yeah, I plan on doing 2 tonight. No Xenoblade, because the cube disappears tomorrow.
Yep, we have 15 hours left of cube.
So, at some point, yes. Like I said, it'll happen some point in the future. Likely on a Saturday, because that's the day that fits best for it. But I have other plans for the next couple Saturdays. And also, sometimes they're just my day off because I stream every day. So... But yeah, speaking of which, if you want to catch all that sort of stuff, you can always follow and see when I go live. It's easy and free, and you can hit the button and see, oh, look, magic's happening, or maybe other things are happening. Anyway.
Smash that follow button.
I'm going to be right back. I need to go get another drink, and then we're going to go into draft number 2. So be right back in just a moment.
I'll keep the chat warm.